We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas. Luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down. Samuel. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Samuel. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, the pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. loss of 2. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Samuel. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Prescott. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. It's over 20 yards, and so is this one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks,
and that one ended up going backwards.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drop level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, Samuel. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Samuel. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a cover. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuel. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And based on my math,
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Kamara will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Cowboys 7. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Samuel. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Cowboys 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Samuel. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
34 yards.
And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points.
Presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're...
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Samuel.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis, racing to the end zone.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Down to about the 45. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Prescott now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Take it all the way back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
He's across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 38. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 38 yards. And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
Second and 11.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Third down and 13.
Operating from the gun, Samuel.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Looking to throw. Samuel. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
3rd and long for Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Prescott now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.